electricity or power is there, the battery is there which activates that. So at times what happens, the machine gets spoiled or we don't like it, so we discard it, remove the chip and put it in another machine. So our body is like that machine, outer. But the mind and intellect and the life principle is like that chip which exists, which doesn't get destroyed, which is used in another machine. But that Atma is still subtler than that. Atma is that electricity which doesn't have any personality, which doesn't have any number, which doesn't have any outgoing and incoming calls, which is beyond all interaction. That is the very essence. Similarly, we have the body, we have the mind, and there is that Atma. The body gets destroyed, the mind continuously changes, and even when the body drops off, the mind continues to exist, and it lives in another body. It continues to live in so many bodies till one recognizes that Atma. So from the standpoint of that Atma which is eternal, hey Arjuna, you don't have to grieve. And this is a message for all of us, that natvevaham jatunasam, that there was never a time when you were not there in the past, and there will never be a time when you will not be there in future. We will always be there. Our forms may differ. We may not recognize ourselves. Suppose you have your past childhood album also, sometimes we don't recognize it. Kaun hai? We don't recognize. But the essence is there, will remain ever. So this is a very important point. But how does the Atma remains unchanged, eternal? What happens exactly when the body changes? That Bhagavan now reveals in the next verse. He says, Dehinosmin yatha dehe Kaumaram yauvanam jara Tatha dehantara praptihi Dhirastatra namuhyati Dehinosmin yatha dehe Kaumaram yauvanam jara Tatha dehantara praptihi. Bhagavan says that just like in this lifetime, in this body itself, Dehinaha asmin yatha dehe, in this body, there is that experience of this self, I. That I remains unchanged. The experience of I, or the existence of that I, remains unchanged even when the body constantly undergoes change. See, in your childhood, the body was different. It is said, science says, that every 7 years the body gets totally transformed, like in the sense, not a single cell which was there 7 years ago will be there now. Every day the cells die and new cells are born. But in 7 years' time, the whole body has, each and every part of our body has undergone change. A new part has come. Means the entire material which was my body, let us say in my childhood or 10 years ago, that entire material is not there now. This is a different material altogether. But still the sense of I is still there. So amazing it is. There was this one barber. And he, traditional barber, his father was also barber and his grandfather was also a good barber. So one day one person goes there to shave. So he is using that old-fashioned razor. And barbers generally like to talk as they keep talking. So he was telling that we are Khandani barbers. And this razor belongs to my great-great-grandfather, which I am using. So he was stunned, like he looked at the razor. He says, the handle looks quite new. He said, yes, that I have just replaced it. But that blade also, which is protruding out, these are the two parts. The blade also looks quite new. He said, yes, that also I replaced. Both the things are replaced, but still he calls it the ancestral razor only. Like our temples, many times the temple undergoes a lot of change and modification. The murti also is sometimes becomes old, so it is removed and then another is placed. But still we continue calling it the same temple. We say that it was established by Adi Shankaracharya or it was established by the Pandavas. But things have changed. Or the river, we say that it is same Ganga where our ancestors used to take bath. But the waters have changed. So similarly, the body which we have now in our childhood, not an atom of that body was there. It is totally new. Every part of my body is entirely new. The childhood has gone and yuva avastha come. That avastha goes and vriddha avastha come. The body undergoes total changeover. But the experience of I, the experience of self remains constant. In fact, we keep calling thinking about our age and all, age of the body. But if we close our eyes and look at ourselves, you will not realize the age, because the sense of self doesn't have any age. It's just a number given to this body. Otherwise, there is no experience of age in that pure I consciousness, because it is present now and it is constantly present. It doesn't age. Body may age or mind may age, but that sense of I doesn't age. If you close your eyes and look at yourself, experience yourself without thinking of the body, that pure experience of that self doesn't have any age, doesn't have any shape, doesn't have any form, doesn't have any color. It is pure I consciousness, I awareness. We give that I some name, depending on the body. We give that I some name. We give that I some personality. But that pure I doesn't have any color, any form, or any difference. And the beauty is the sense of I which you have and the sense of I which I have, there is no difference. It is the same type of experience. Only when you add something to that I, then the experiences differ. You say I am a man or I am a woman or whatever your name. One person gets a call on his mobile. So he asks, he doesn't recognize. He says, "Kaun bol raha hai?" He says, "I am speaking." He said, "Kamal hai, here also I am speaking." So the sense of I is same everywhere. Once a professor, a philosophy professor came to his class and he wanted to teach about this Atma. So he made one student stand up. He said, "Who are you?" He said, I am. And he was about to tell his name. He stopped him. He said, "Stop." He asked another, "Who are you?" "I am." he stopped him. Everyone in the class, they said, I am, I am, I am. What they added afterwards is about the body, about the mind, about the various religions, about the various nationalities, about the various divisions which we have created in this world, but in that pure I am, there is no division. In Bible, there is this famous statement is there, I am that I am. Bhagavan says that I am that I am, that pure I consciousness, which is free from all personality, which doesn't have anything special. But the body, the mind and all gives a personality. So here Bhagavan says, if you go deep within, you will find that Atma, the Dehi it is called here, one who is holding on to this body, one who is existing as the essence of this body, one who is giving life to this body, that is Atma. That Atma, Dehinaha, Asmin Dehe, in this body, passes through as though from the Bal Avastha to Kumar Avastha, Yuva Avastha, Vriddha Avastha, all these avasthas come to the body. The Atma remains unchanged. From the childhood when I become a youth, I do not feel that I have died or something. There is no experience of death. In fact, no one of us have ever experienced death. We cannot experience death. It is just a fictitious thing like. From our others or from the standpoint of body, one may experience the falling off of the body. But the death, which means I am not there, that experience is not possible. It's like a person is in one room and then he leaves that room and goes to the other room. So all the members of that room say, oh, to chala gaya. Uch gaya. But he is there somewhere. Similarly, all those whom we say chala gaya, they are there. The self is always there. It doesn't go anywhere. So, dehinosmin yatha dehe kaumaram yauvanam jara, that just as in this lifetime the body changes, undergoes transformation, but there is no pain and there is no sorrow or there is no change happening in me, the I. Bhagavan says, tatha, in the same way, even when the body falls off, the Atma will remain as it is and another body will be taken. There will not be any change. In fact, the person who dies, he doesn't even know that he has died. It is like going to sleep in one body and waking up in another body. Later on, Bhagavan will say that one who is born is sure to die and one who is dead is born again. So just as in this body itself we go to sleep, means we withdraw our attention, our awareness of the body goes away. Going to sleep means we are no longer aware of the body, we are no longer aware of the world. Then again when we wake up, we become aware of the body and aware of the world. We recognize the body, oh, this is the same body which was there before I went to sleep. And same world is there before I went to sleep. But death is one goes to sleep in one body and wakes up in another body. And that waking up also becomes very slow because as a child or in the mother's womb and all, one is not fully awake. And slowly as we grow, if we become human being, then maybe 5 years, 6 years or whatever age, we slowly start realizing our own existence as a body, as a man or as a boy or as a girl and all. So Bhagavan says that this Atma is eternal. It is just a natural process. Life and death is a natural process. Whether we like it or not, the body will keep modifying and changing. Whether we like it or not, it will fall off. We cannot stop it. And